Welcome back to Playboy Mazda MX5 Cup at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Race leader is still Brad Rampelberg in the AMG Motorsports 4 car, the Blue Machine. There's Combs in the 77, Piscatell in the 89. Great battle for second spot. Let's check in on pit road. Here's Todd Lewis.
Brad Rampelberg told me, Rick, before the start of the race, if he had the chance, he'd jump and get the lead. He did succeed in that mission. Now the quest is to hold the lead for the rest of the race. He said these cars are going to change an awful lot. As you guys have discussed, the track has been very slick, so the cars will change greatly as this 45-minute race goes along. No one's really sure exactly what happened to the 14 car. Mark Carpenter, by the way, just seemed to go off course, and the team is as curious as we are.
Certainly in a tough situation. Last time by, being scored back behind 16th, 17th spot. So he's got a long way to go to get himself back into contention. Dean Copeland, meantime, making a move, trying to pick up a spot. And for second, here's Piscatell to the inside. Now, that's a move he made here some last year, Elliott. He wasn't able to get a couple of good finishes with it, but that's something he likes to do.
Yeah, you know, he got a good run out of 10. And 10 is so important here. You know, this track is almost all right-hand corners, and you've really got two really left-hand corners here, but they're both very important. Turn 5, coming out of 4 can be a passing spot, and the other one is 10, which sends you down the straightaway, and you need to get onto this straight fast. So the guys work on that. Nick Evans has got a problem here.
Yeah, Evans we saw with problems earlier. I wonder, you mentioned that you thought he missed a gear maybe ending lap number 1. Wonder if he's got gearbox difficulty.
Well, it might, or maybe he's just got some sort of handling difficulty in the car. That's strange, because Nick has usually been running up front for the whole race. It's not like he makes those kind of mistakes, so I don't know what's going on with him there. But his teammate is doing a great job chasing down Rampelberg here.
This is Brad Rampelberg in the 4 car. He's led all the way so far. Second spot, Justin Piscatell in that 89, still searching for his first career victory in this series. Piscatell, a young guy. He's a college student over in Patterson, New York, lives in Weston, Connecticut now with his dad, and trying to make his way up the Mazda Speed Motorsports driver development ladder. Doing a great job. He won one of the scholarships, got to this series a year ago. Now splitting time between the MX5 Cup Series and the Grand Am GT Series, the Continental Tire Series as well. So top 3 remain the same.
Yeah, and they seem to be racing quite closely here. It looks like they've kind of settled into a pace, but if you know, it's going to take a little bit for Piscatell to be able to get up to Rampelberg here, but he may be able to get this draft, because the draft still helps enough here to close you back up again, and it looks like they're dropping Combs just a little bit here at the time, and he's dropping back with Malkasian.
Let's show you the season championship standings. After qualifying, Rampelberg and Piscatell still tied at the top of the charts. Rampelberg with a couple of wins this year. Piscatell is yet to beat a victory lane.
Right, you know, he's going to be there soon. He's good enough, and he's got the talent, but he's just got to be there for the win. Talked to him earlier, and he said he thinks this is the weekend. Yeah, and it looks like Rampelberg is getting his mirror filled right now, because Piscatell has been able to close that up on him. And knowing the way Justin gets that shot down the straight, let's see if he can get through 10. But, you know, the AMG guys that do the Rampelberg's car, in the past, we've seen it this year, they have a good car at the end of the race. And so they have their car set up so it may not be quite as good at the beginning, but they're shooting for the end, because when this track gets hotter and hotter and hotter, the car is going to get looser and looser because they lose rear grip.
Ellie, one of the things you talk about is the field comes off the final corner back to the front straightaway here to put lap number 5 on the board. These are our 2 leaders, the 89 of Piscatell trailing Rampelberg. You talk a lot about patience in young drivers. Is Justin Piscatell maybe a little too impatient?
Well, I don't think so. You know, he's done some good races, but he just doesn't seem to be able to put himself in the right position. And I think it's a matter sometimes that, you know, you have to think while you're driving. Where am I going to place myself? Where is the best place to be at the end of the race? Because he's been up in the front group a couple of times, but he's been the one that's been shuffled back at the end and not finished in the second place where he was running. So, you know, it's a matter of how to place yourself and be there at the right time to get there.
Top 2 starting to pull away. Last time by, the gap between Rampelberg and Piscatell just 0.2, but they've opened up about 1.5 seconds over the 3rd place car of Jesse Combs. Malkasian being shown back there at 4th. That's the red car, the yellow car left of your screen. So the 2 leaders now starting to work together and pull away.
They are. And Malkasian, you know, we had him last year where he was struggling every race. Something was going on, and he's got 2 podiums in a row, and I think he's looking for another one here. Even though it's his teammate, he's going to really work to get that done.
Have you ever known a driver who was really happy losing to the teammate if he was also the car owner?
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, I never saw much. I mean, loved having his teammate beat him. Some people say, well...
Lionel Kent almost goes around that brand new 13 car, gives ground there. Michael Cooper trying to shoulder his way by. There goes Copeland in the 7. Kent back on the throttle in the Bulldog Productions car.
Hasn't got by yet, but it's going to be tough coming around here side by side through this section. But I think that Lyon will have the inside for the next corner, and that'll work out okay. But they're coming onto the straight now, and we'll see if he can hold him down in there. And then Copeland's going to be having a good run here.
For the lead, Justin Piscatell swings out, trying to get by Rampelberg down into one. And he's got him. Justin Piscatell takes over.
Great move. Now let's see if he can just hang on to this race, because this will be a good thing. You know, he said to me before the races, I think this weekend is one I'm going to finally do. And Jason Saney, who works with him, has said, you know, maybe we can pull it out this week finally. And you know, it'd be great because he's a great driver doing a good job and just hasn't been able to make that little tiny move up to the win.
Justin Piscatell out of Weston, Connecticut, the DAMG Worldwide 89 car, getting by Rampelberg at the end of the front straightaway last time by, grabbing the lead for the first time here this weekend. Rampelberg right back up to him.
Yeah, he just closed right in on him in that spot. And that's a spot where you kind of come through turn 4 to go. Now here's the pass. He's getting this good draft coming down the straightaway, pulls out at the very last minute, gets up beside, and he got a long way up there before the braking marker, so he got a good run coming down that straight. That was well done.
And as you said, though, you know, getting by in a situation like that's one thing. Being able to hold your line, keep the guy who just passed behind you, not always easy to do.
No, because, you know, you're on the inside, which means your corner's going to be stalled. Uh-oh.
Trouble. That's Randy Hale from East Haddam, Connecticut. The Patron Tequila machine going around. He's in the grass. We'll see if he's in a safe spot or not. He's able to refire the 21. He'll come back up onto the racetrack, battling back there around 17th, 18th, 19th position. Christine Crane back there as well. One more look going into the corner. Looks like a bump there from the 9 car, turning him around. The 9, Richard Pikett from Garwood, New Jersey. Hale goes around.
Yeah, he tried to get under there, and it just didn't work out, and chopped the front off the car, and round came the back.
More from New Jersey right after this.